What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Trade with Me, where I tell you what stocks I'm researching, where I plan to invest this week, and you can follow along, like, share, subscribe, or laugh at me as I lose money. Last week I was away, so I didn't do a ton of trading, but I did have a really nice green day on Thursday, and today we're going to take a look at infrastructure plays. Now, it's pretty much an no doubt decision that infrastructure is going to pass this week, right? Nancy Pelosi is going to get some sort of driveway done for herself. There's going to be all types of money everywhere. Probably half of it will actually go to infrastructure, but that's all we're worried about, right? What companies are going to benefit from this, and what kind of hype can we make plays off of on infrastructure? So we have a couple infrastructure plays, and then we just have one stock that is also infrastructure, but also just looks like it's ready to break out. So let's get into it. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Channel might grow one day. Who knows? Leave a comment. Tell me if you're actually watching or not. So first, we want to look at the bill should pass this week. $1 trillion in spending, roads, bridges, rails, communication networks, and of course, good old EV charging stations. Now, they're threatening that Wall Street taxes are going to pay for this. I think I've heard that a million times and it's never happened, so let's not worry ourselves too much about that. We should be seeing a nice green week, right? We have the Delta scaring everybody to death, so why not give the stock market a nice little boost with an infrastructure bill passing and give us something to trade off of, right? Slow summer market. I mean, most of my trades this month basically have been between the hours of 10 and 12 and 3 and 4, absolutely getting crushed in the early mornings and the midday, right? That's that summer market, and it sucks. So first one we're looking at is VALE. It's a mining ore company. They do EVs and other infrastructure projects. They help build bridges, they help rail, all that good stuff. They beat earning expectations on Friday. And I think the chart is something to keep an eye on, right? Closed at 2102. They've kind of consolidated up and down, but they're still having higher highs and lower lows. This is the daily chart, by the way, so if it looks a little different when you look it up, because of the daily chart, but we could assume that this gap will be filled up around 2250. We get some infrastructure hype, and what do you know? You made $1 per share. I know it's not much, but singles win ball games every now and then. Next, we have CHPT, ChargePoint Holdings. The reason is in the name. They are an EV charger company. This could also be a long if you're really considering getting into the space, but you don't want to pay the high premium of NEO at $47 a share. It's an EV charging company. It operates in the United States and Europe. And they have a major backer, which is Volkswagen, right? Volkswagen has kind of hitched their trailer to them, saying we're going to use them for our charging stations, for our EVs all across Europe. And look at that, another beautiful gap to fill. This one is almost a $12 gap. Imagine the bill passes. We got a nice little rally coming to us, and it looks like we're pretty much at the bottom of this stock, right? It could fall off a cliff. Obviously, you got to keep an eye on it, but I don't see it getting some negative news about or some positive news about infrastructure and just taking a dive. It just doesn't seem likely to me. And this $23 stock, this thing hasn't been over by under $20 in what, 6 months? Not going to start now. Next one is FCX. It's a copper play, $38 a share, a little high for me, a little high for you, but you never know. Again, $38 a share. It's been as high as $45. It had a breakout. It's consolidating. We might see this all week. It might even go to $35 this week. Who knows? But there is a good reason to invest in this one. It has a gap to fill, multiple green days in a row. It's outperforming all of its competitors in this market, and they have huge institutional buyers. What are huge institutional buyers? Well, let's take a look. Over 6 million shares have been purchased. Well, they were reported on Friday, but they were purchased throughout the month, right? 6 million shares. Nobody's even sold this thing for I don't even know how long, which makes me think that somebody knows something about this stock that I probably don't know. But I'm no dummy. I can invest in it and make money too, right? We don't have to be part of any of these investors to make money off of their decisions. And I don't know about you, I've never purchased 5 million shares of anything in my life, but if I did, I think I'd be pretty serious about it. Next, we have DRT, prefab company. This is the kind of infrastructure play. It was an after-hours runner on Friday, 16% above its close. It's another infrastructure play, and it broke those all-time highs not too long ago. Makes me think that it's ready for a breakout, right? We have that. This is my favorite pattern in the whole wide world. Slowly rising up, then a breakout, pull back, re-meet that all-time high. What do you know? Some good news, some good Green Day rally. Maybe we go to $8, we make a little bit of money, take our wives out on a date, right? Again, big month of buying for DRT. It's not the same as the other company, FCX, but good buys, good institutional investment, and pretty much a grand old time. So this is my watch list for this week. I'm planning on playing off of infrastructure all week, plus on volume and all that good stuff. But this is what I'm thinking for the week. If you like this video, please subscribe, please share, please leave a comment. I hope you have a great week. I hope we all make some money, and let's have a good day.